Good day everyone, I'm your discussant for today, Christine Joy Tilayones. So before we start, may I ask how was your day? I'm glad that you're all fine. So shall we proceed to our discussion? Our lesson for today is all about basic electronic components. The electronic world is very large and certainly interesting. There are many levels and specialties related to the study of electronic sciences. Some of these levels focus on integrated circuits and digital system. Others focus on communication and programming and so on. One of the most important and essential levels of electronic science is the full knowledge of electronic components. First one is the light emitting diode or LED. It is a small component that lights up when current flows through it. Sometimes you use it for simple tasks like indicating that your circuit has power, that the circuit is working, or that the circuit has failed. So katulad po dun sa ginawa naming automatic indoor plants irrigation system na prototype, kapag inilagay mo po yung sensor sa lupa, kapag dry po yung lupa, naglalight po yung LED sa kulay red, which is dry po yung lupa, and kapag green po, ibig sabihin, yung supply ng water is enough na sa isang plant. The resistor. It resists the current. You use the resistor to control the voltages and current in your circuit. So, yung resistor po, ginagamit para ma-resist yung current or makontrol yung dumadaloy na voltahe and kuryente sa isang circuit. Kasi kapag na-over po yung dumaloy na current sa isang circuit, pwede po siyang mag-cause ng pagkasira ng circuit. The switch. The switch is nothing more than a way to connect and disconnect two or more things. For example, to make a light switch on and off. So, yung switch po, from the word itself, siya po yung light switch on and off. Capacitor. The capacitor is often used to introduce a time delay in a circuit. It is also useful for removing noise in an audio signal or make the power supply of a circuit more stable. So, yung capacitor po, isa po siyang components na ginagamit sa kapag gumagawa ng audio amplifier, na kung saan siya po yung nagtatanggal ng distorted sound or para matanggal po yung hindi kanais-nais na tunog sa isang audio signal, or para po yung supply ng power sa isang circuit is maging stable. Kung baga po, tinatawag na hindi po pawala-wala yung audio signal na dumadaloy sa isang circuit. Transistor. A transistor is like a switch that is controlled by an electric signal. So, yung transistor po, meron po siyang tatlong pins. The base, emitter, and the collector. Kapag maliit, pag small po yung current na dumadaloy sa isang transistor, simula po siya sa base and patungo po siya sa emitter. Pero kapag yung current naman po is large, yung current po is from emitter to collector. Inductor. A coil of wire. When you apply a current through the coil, a magnetic field is created around it. And this field stores energy. So, katulad po to ng kapag yung buhok and yung balloon, kapag kinikis-kis po natin yung balloon, nagkakaroon po ng magnetic field na kung saan nag-store po siya ng energy. So, katulad po sa inductor, yung inductor po, kapag hinawakan mo yung coil, sisimula na po yung magnetic field and dito po na-stores yung energy. Integrated circuit. Any kind of circuit that is integrated into a chip. It can be a radio transmitter, a microcontroller, an audio amplifier, or any other circuit you can think of. So that's all. Thank you.
Hand and power tool safety. There are general safety precautions. Employees who use hand and power tools and who are exposed to the hazards of falling, flying, abrasive and splashing objects, or exposed to harmful dust, fumes, mist, vapors, or gases must be provided with the particular personal equipment necessary to protect them from the hazard. Employees and employers have a responsibility to work together to establish safe working procedures. If a hazardous situation is encountered, it should be brought to the attention of the proper individual immediately. Appropriate personal protective equipment should be worn due to hazards that may be encountered while using portable power tools and hand tools. Floors should be kept as clean and dry as possible to prevent accidental slips with or around the dangerous hand tools. There are different hand tools. Hand tools are non-powered. They include anything from axes to wrenches. The greatest hazard posed by hand tools results from misuse and improper maintenance. Hand tool misuse. The greatest hazards posed by hand tools results from misuse and improper maintenance. Some examples of this are using a screwdriver as a chisel may cause the tip of the screwdriver to break and fly, hitting the user or other employees. If a wooden handle on a tool such as hammer or an axe is loose, splintered or cracked, the head of the tool may fly off and strike the user or another worker. A wrench must not be used if its jaw are sprung because it might slip. Impact tools such as chisels, wedges, or drip pins are unsafe if they have mushroom heads. The heads might shatter on impact, sending sharp fragments flying. The employer is responsible for the safety condition of tools and equipment used by employees, but the employees have responsibility for properly using and maintaining tools. Employees should caution employees that saw blades, knives, or other tools be directed away from aisle areas and other employees working in close proximity. Knives and scissors must be sharp. Dull tools can be more hazardous than sharp ones. Basic hand tool safety rules. Around flammable substances, sparks produced by iron and steel hand tools can be a dangerous ignition source. Where this hazard exists, spark-resistant tools and made from brass, plastic, aluminum, or wood will provide for safety. What are spark-resistant tools? Non-sparking, spark-resistant, or spark-proof tools are name given to tools made of metal such as brass, bronze, monal metal or copper-nickel alloy, copper aluminum alloys, aluminum bronze, copper beryllium alloys, beryllium bronze, and titanium. Preferred non-sparking, metals have less tensile strength than steels usually used to make tools. A lower tensile strength means the metal has less strength or resistance to tearing apart when stretched under test conditions. It also means that these tools are softer, wear down more quickly than ordinary steel tools, and have to be dressed more frequently. As you can see, these tools are some non-sparking tools. Today, power tools offer more power, adaptability, and dependability than ever before. With enhanced tools performance comes the responsibility to address power tool safety issues. Maintenance management is professional, and technicians responsible for specifying and using power tools have the responsibility to check out tool safety features, then ensure that manufacturer safety precautions and common sense are followed at all times. Hazards of power tools. All hazards involved in the use of power tools can be prevented by following 5 basic safety rules. First, keep all tools in good condition with regular maintenance. Use the right tool for the job. Examine each tool for damage before use. Operate according to the manufacturer's instructions and provide and use the proper protective equipment. General safety guidelines for power tools. The following information offers general safety guidelines for power tools. Individual manufacturers, tools owner, operator manuals shipped with tools and accessories are recommended as a final source for proper procedures for specific tools used. Know the power tool. Operator must read and understand the owner's manual. Labels affixed or included in the shipping container must be read and understood. Ground all tools unless double insulated. Avoid dangerous environments. Do not use power tools in a damp, wet, and explosive atmospheres like fumes, dust, or flammable materials. Be aware of all power lines and electrical circuits, water pipes, and other mechanical hazards in your work area, particularly those below the work surface, hidden from the operator's view that may be contacted. Wear proper apparel. Do not wear loose clothing, dangling objects, or jewelry. Long hair must be restrained. Gloves should not be worn when operating certain power tools, and check appropriate tools manual. Power tools can be hazardous when improperly used. There are several types of power tools based on the power source they use: electric, pneumatic, liquid fuel, hydraulic, and powder actuated. Employees should be trained in the use of all tools, not just power tools. They should understand the potential hazard as well as the safety precautions to prevent those hazards from occurring. The following general precautions should be observed by power tool users. Never carry a tool by the cord or hose. Never yank the cord or the hose to disconnect it from the receptacle. Keep cords and hoses away from heat, oil, and sharp edges. Disconnect tools when not used, before servicing, and when changing accessories such as blades, bits, and cutters. All observers should be kept at a safe distance away from the work area. Secure work with clamps or vise, freeing both hands to operate the tools. Avoid accidental starting. Workers should not hold a finger on the switch button while carrying a plug-in tool. Tools should be maintained with care. They should be kept sharp and clean for the best performance. Follow instructions in the user's manual for lubricating and changing accessories. Be sure to keep good footing and maintain good balance. The proper apparel should be worn. Loose clothing, ties, or jewelry can become caught in moving parts. All portable electric tools that are damaged shall be removed from use and tagged "Do Not Use." Employees using electric tools must be aware of several dangers. The most serious is the possibility of electrocution. Among the chief hazards of electric powered tools are burn and slight shocks, which can lead to injuries or even heart failure. Under certain conditions, even a small amount of current can result in fibrillation of the heart and eventual death. A shock also can cause the user to fall off a ladder or other elevated work surface. Electric tools must either have a 3-wired cord with ground and be grounded, be double insulated, or be powered by a low voltage isolation transformer. Double insulation is more convenient. The user and tools are protected in the two ways: by normal insulations on the wires inside and by a housing that cannot conduct electricity to the operator in the event of a malfunction. These general practices should be followed when using electric tools. Electric tools should be operated within their design limitation. Gloves, if kept clear or rotating parts, and safety footwear are recommended during use of electric tools. When not in use, tools should be stored in a dry place. Electric tools should not be used in damp or wet locations. Work areas should be well lighted.
Good day everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about basic hand tools in industrial arts. Hand tools are extremely useful for everyday life. Humans have employed them since ancient times to achieve a variety of important activities. Hand tools come in a variety of shapes and sizes and can be used for a variety of tasks. Some tools are multi-purpose while others are designed for a specific task. First, the slip joint pliers. Slip joint pliers are useful for tools grabbing and bending hardware. They have two levels of teeth, fine teeth in the front and that are meant for gripping small objects and nails, and coarse teeth near back that are designed for gripping large nuts and bolts. The slip joint pliers have a pivot that allows you to alter the jaw size, allowing you to work with objects or varied sizes. A slot in the neck allows the pivot to glide between the two positions. You can use them to hold the nut stable, with loosening a screw with a screwdriver, to bend or straighten a little nail, to cut a thin wire, or compress a light clamp. In addition, slip joint pliers can be used for grabbing instruments like screwdriver handles or chisels. Tape measure is a versatile measure tool for length or distance. It is a cloth, plastic, fiberglass, or metal strip for markings for linear measurements. It is a typical measuring device. It is a flexible tool for measuring length. Is a measuring tape. Materials including fiberglass, cotton, plastic, and metal ribbon or strip are used to make it. It is therefore a type of flexible ruler, also referred to as a tape tape measure. It is measured in inches or centimeters. Chanel lock pliers. Slip joint pliers include tongue and groove pliers. They are also referred to as one-neck pliers, top or pipe spanners, and adjustable pliers. Chanel locks, water pump pliers, groove joint pliers, arc joint pliers, multi-grips, and water pump pliers. So, it is used for grabbing and pinching things. The application of Chanel lock pliers in the home extends to fixing outdoor furniture as well as plumbing and electrical issues. The Chanel lock pliers length produces leverage, requiring less effort on our part to use them. Wires, nuts, and cables are simple to tighten. Wood chisel. A wood chisel is a tool used for carving or cutting hard materials like wood, stone, and metal by hand. Being hit with a mallet by a mechanical force, wood chisels have given part of their name to a particular grind of blade and their end. A wood chisel can remove glue, shave rough surfaces, round off edges, and carve mortises. These methods will be demonstrated and will also show you how to sharpen your chisel. The wood chisel is a crucial component on your toolkit. Backsaw. Any hand saw having a stiffening rib on the edge opposite the cutting edge, known as backsaw, enables better control and more accurate cutting than other saws. For precise tasks like cutting dovetails, mitres, or tenons in cabinetry and joinery, backsaws are typically employed in woodworking. So, in woodworking, backsaws are typically used for precise tasks like cutting or tenons for cabinetry or joinery. Crosscut saw. Any saw made to cut wood perpendicular to the grain is the crosscut saw. Crosscut saws can be used as a hand tool or a power tool. They can be small or large, with small teeth close together for fine work like woodworking, or a large with wider teeth for coarse work like backing logs. Is pipe wrench. A pipe wrench is any of several types of wrench that are designed to turn threaded pipe and pipe fittings for assembly or disassembly. The adjustable pipe or steel sawn wrench is used to hold or turn pipes or circular bars. This wrench has serrated jaws, one of which is pivoted on the handle to create a strong gripping action on the work. That will be all. Thank you.
Good day to each and everyone. Today, I'm gonna discuss about the food service management. So, what is food service management? So, food service management comes with a host of responsibilities that revolve around running the daily operations of food establishments. Food service managers direct staffs to ensure the guests have a satisfying dining room experience. So, there are basic principles of food service management. So, the first one is food safety, the second one is the value, and the third one is cost control, and the fourth one is law of regulations. HACCP in food service management. HACCP is a management system in which food safety is addressed through the analysis and control of biological, chemical, and physical hazards from raw materials, production, procurement, and handling to manufacturing, distribution, and consumption of finished product. We come now to bread and pastry. So bread and pastry production is also known as baking and pastry production. It is a technical vocational program that develops the skills of students in preparing and producing, like for example in bakery and pastry, and also for cakes and desserts. So the two main methods of bread making used in bakery today is, the first one is the bulk formation process, or the BFP, and the second one is the Collywood bread process, or the CPB. There are 5 core competency also for bread and pastry production. So, the core competency of bread and pastry production, the first one is prepare and produce bakery. The second one is prepare and produce pastry products. And the third one is prepare and present brioches, tortillas, and cakes. And the fourth one is prepare and display pretats force. And the fifth one is present dessert. So we come now for cookery. So what is cookery? Cooking, cookery, or culinary arts is the art of science and craft of using heat to prepare food for consumption. So cooking techniques or ingredients vary widely. So from grilling food over an open fire to using electric stoves to baking in various types of ovens reflecting local condition. So the types of cooking also depend on the skill levels and trainings of the cooks.
Thank you for listening. God bless.